How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is Phil.
Hi.
You ain't gonna tell who you is?
I'm I'm Regina. It's a lady.
Oh, Lord. She's nervous as all get out. Told her this is no different than Facebook. Everything goes out into the world on Facebook.
I have to speak on this one though.
But, anywho, see on there you're typing on here, live video. Not
Yeah.
bad. But, they are at it again up there in Minnesota.
Yep. This time Brooklyn Center, Minnesota.
Brooklyn Center Police Department. They released the body cam footage of the shooting yesterday. And I'm gonna tell you, it's it's crazy what we've seen watching the body cam footage where a young
20. I'm going to call him a kid. He's 20 years old. He's a kid. To me, he's a kid
yeah, he was a kid, he was a child, he wasn't.
because to me, if you're still in your 20s, you're a child. But he was pulled over, and from what was stated, it was due to expired tags, and then also for air fresheners hanging from his rearview mirror. And just so y'all know, in Minnesota, there's a statute called Statute 169.71, which states that motorists cannot have anything hanging from their rearview mirrors, being air fresheners or handicap placards or anything hanging from their rearview mirrors.
Can't have anything hanging from that because it obscures your view. Okay,
Yeah.
you've basically got to have, if you're going to have a GPS, some type of a navigation deal or something, it's got to be mounted as low on the windshield as possible. So basically,
Or
wherever
your
you're,
toll collection.
or your toll deal there too, forgot about that. But you're going to put that thing as low on the windshield as possible. So basically, you're going to have the stuff still sitting on the dash. This in this law right here, it it doesn't state anything about um, it doesn't state anything about race.
No,
It doesn't state anything about all cops are bad and all folks that are non-white are good, right? No, it doesn't state anything about that. This is a law for everybody.
and we can tell you that there's laws similar to this down here in Mississippi, because we got pulled over for a obscure dim
Well,
tag, dim light on tag.
the light may have actually been out,
No, it was dim.
but whatever the case was, we were coming through McGee, Mississippi, southbound on Highway 49, and we get pulled over, and he tells us that our lights out.
Or it's dim. No, it's dim. It wasn't
No,
out.
he said it was out. I mean, yeah, they've got lights going down through town on 49, but once you get out of there, uh, then there's no way of seeing the tag to begin with. But while that was taking place, yeah, there was people passing us. They were hauling ass. It's 45 mile an hour through there, but hey, we got mad because nobody was out there to say anything to them. But at the same time, we broke the law. We fixed it.
I was scared to death.
Went to Wally World or
Yep.
someplace and got the little
No,
LED strip
AutoZone.
lights or AutoZone. All right, AutoZone them. But we went and got the little LED strips of lights and stuff. We wired into the dang thing on the back of our Jeep. mounted lights on the top and the bottom, and those things work great now. We broke the law because our tag was not visible at night. You know, you can't have anything obscuring the view of the tag as well as the view of the lights or the view around any of the windows in the vehicle. Just like the air freshener or the fuzzy dice thing from the rearview mirror up there. You know.
Or the handicap placard. You're not supposed to drive with the handicap placard hanging from a rearview mirror. That's anywhere. Even states that on the handicap placard.
If y'all look at the very bottom of the handicap placard that y'all hang up there, if y'all can read, then please read it. If you can't, find somebody that can to explain to you what that is. But I'm pretty sure everybody that's most, if not all, that have handicap placards can read the simple thing where it states remove before driving.
Yeah.
It's right there, plain as day, in blue and white or red and white. All of the placards, no matter the color, you'll have them. But you know, no matter how mad we were, and no matter how mad I was about the other people, I still broke the law. I fixed the problem. It's just like things in the past. Whenever I got,
they were doing license checks.
License check. I had a suspended license. Didn't even know about it because somebody decides, well, we're going to send it to this address, completely different from mine. So I didn't know anything about it. Went through, got a ticket. Luckily, she was in the car. She had to drive us all the way back home. I got the ticket. I had to miss the first hour of work, go to court, got everything straightened out, got it all up to where I could get back to work. We dealt with it.
And then
we paid for it up. And what it was I had to show proof. I had to go. It's all tied into my child support stuff. They suspended my license because I missed too much stuff on there. No big deal. I went and paid that stuff up. Got the paperwork that stated I paid it all up. So whenever I went into court, I showed it to the judge. Out the door I went. You know.
And
so
all the other tickets he's gotten over the years have been paid by me on time.
Yeah, it's my money.
Yeah, with his money.
Hey, it's all that white privilege, you know. It's all that white privilege, y'all. I ain't got no dead blessed white privilege.
Let me tell you something. Some of them, though, figuring out where to pay them and how much to pay them.
Get me finished. Dead blessed. God. Anyway.
You sound like Yosemite Sam there.
Well, hey. Well, the world don't hate. Okay. Anyway.
Now, got it out of your system.
You caused me to lose my line of thought. Whenever you do that, I swear to God, as they are my witness, I kick your butt. I will sink my butt and my foot so far up your goddamn butt. You better chill. Anyway.
That didn't hurt him.
Trying to freaking do that right there. Now, where was I before I was rudely interrupted? Oh, yeah. White privilege. That is a joke. I've had to work for everything that I have. Everything I have. I ain't got no white privilege. If somebody had white privilege, please pass it my way, because I ain't never had it. I've had to work my whole life for what I've got. Here I am. Well into my 30s. Still making it. So, yeah. That's how it works, y'all. That is how it works. So, there's no such thing as no damn white privilege. Okay? You hold on. You back your butt back under. That's our daughter coming out here. But there's no such thing as white privilege. I've had to work my ass off for everything that I've got. You know, we need to quit making this gosh darn thing all this fucking race deal. You know, every time I've went into town, I've came across quite a few. It's kind of like that guy that was at Murphy's today. That's a bad guy. He's over there talking and stuff.
Oh, the
Had
nice
no
man.
problem talking to him. Got no problem talking to him. You know. Or about the guy that walked just a while back. No, it's been a minute, and I wonder how he's doing actually.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't give up, but you know, a few bucks that particular day.
I hadn't seen him
But-
lately when I go to town.
But they people turning this into a race thing just because you got a couple bad ones in there. You take and you kick the bad ones to the damn curb, and then you carry on. But you take and judge all cops because of a couple bad ones, make them all evil. Wouldn't that be like saying all black people or all white people, all people are evil and racist and just straight up evil and need to be done away with? I mean, it would be
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Saying a cop is racist would be the same as saying that all white folks are racist, that all black folks are racist. That's simply not true. One thing that I was taught a long time ago: racism is taught. You ain't born with that crap. You were taught that. Do I know people that are like that? Yeah, I do. But does that make me or her like that? No.
Here's the thing. My parents were born in 41 and 42. They didn't matter what color you were back then. They would stop to help you no matter what color you were. Nowadays, you can't do that because people will shoot you,
People are getting robbed,
or
shot,
steal
stabbed.
whatever you have, or stab you, as you said. But back then, they would help anybody, be it man, woman, it didn't matter. They would help. Growing up, I saw that. It didn't bother mama or daddy what color. They would help.
But what we seen there though about this Mr. Wright says here that he had outstanding warrants for running from law enforcement and weapons charges. I don't know. Did he illegally obtain a weapon? He didn't have a permit.
He
so
didn't have
so
a permit.
so it was illegal
So
for him to do it.
he was carrying a firearm illegally. And I do believe it was a 45.
Well, it don't matter what it is. Gun's a gun.
So
You think what's that gold that Olympic gold medalist the black guy he runs fast. Usain
Bolt.
Bolt. You think Usain Bolt can outrun a bullet?
I don't know. That man's pretty dang fast.
He's fast, but he can't even outrun a bullet. And he's like the fastest man. If I'm not mistaken, he's like the fastest man, or he holds a record for being the
I
fastest.
can't remember.
But yeah,
his record's been broken.
nobody
He's
can
pretty dang
outrun
quick.
bullets. So it doesn't matter what the gun is.
But the bad thing is, it's not guns that kill people. It's people that kill people.
People kill people.
That's a
I
whole
mean,
other issue there.
oh heck, we could. We're still waiting for all the guns in the damn house to go off and go on a killing rampage. You know, that's crazy. They
But
ain't gonna do nothing like that.
but he but Mr. Wright also supposedly had the outstanding warrants. He missed his court date, which was on April the 2nd of this year, 2021, and he was pulled over on April the 11th of 2021. So that's a 9-day difference.
9-ish
Yeah,
days.
9ish. But then what's bad is because this young man didn't take and be arrested. He decided to get back in his car. Unfortunately, and this is the sad part, he lost his life because the officer shot him. And she was saying taser, taser, taser in the body cam video. But
it showed the firearm in this officer's hand. So, okay.
We're wondering,
so well, we mentioned that they were about to put him in handcuffs whenever whenever they got the thing over radio, but there were outstanding warrants, and that's whenever he heard that is whenever he tried to he escaped their grasp, whatnot. He got back into the vehicle. And I don't care what ABC says, he did not try to get into the vehicle. He got into that vehicle.
So that is running from the law or evading the law and resisting arrest.
He was running. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if they tried to pin that one on him, to be honest with you, because it's basically the same thing.
Now, I don't know what was going through that officer's mind. I can't state with accuracy.
Nobody can.
But that was if she was or he, officer.
Couldn't tell. I did hear a female voice in there.
We're gonna say officer, just be on the safe side. Was saying taser, but that was not a taser in that officer's hand.
Were they? Now here's something that I just thought about that could have happened was they were wrestling him around in the seat. When they grabbed the gun, they were so busy trying to get him to freaking listen to them, to do what they were saying, that they never looked down to see that it was the pistol and not the taser.
Now,
because they were wrestling with him.
Do they have different grips on them, or do they have the same grips? Because pistols have different grips.
All of them standard issue for law enforcement, though, sweetheart. Standard issues say it's the same thing. Every one of them usually gets the same exact firearms, but.
Well, I'm talking about does a taser grip have is it different than a pistol grip?
Actually, yeah.
So wouldn't it feel different?
It could be. But they're not rubber, plastic. But I don't know. All I know is from the belts that I've seen, you can mix that stuff up. You can put guns and tasers on two completely different spots of the belt to where you don't make that mistake. And you need to practice and remember which side it's on. But, hey, it's happening too many times that people are grabbing a gun instead of the taser and pulling the trigger. They're too much into wrestling the suspect that
Well,
they don't have time to look down and see
okay, I'm playing
which one they
devil's
got.
advocate here, but because you have to shoot a taser, wouldn't you have to use your gun hand or the hand that you're better at shooting at to use
Now,
a taser? Because most people are not ambidextrous when it comes to shooting. Some people cannot shoot with both hands. They're either dominant with their right hand or dominant with their left hand.
now that could be the reason why they're on the same side. But couldn't they put something between them? Couldn't they put another thing like the pouch for the pepper spray or the pouch for flashlight, or you know, put a pouch between them
Or
and get used
put
to
the
it?
taser right about here and the firearm here.
Yeah, that could actually work, and it's still on the same side. It's still on the same side of the body, whichever one they shoot with, and it's in two completely different places all at the same time. That way you don't mix it up. You can't confuse. You can't mix it up. So, they could be using that right there,
Well,
but he resisted and everything, and he tried to evade him before he was killed and everything, and but yeah, you should be able to do that there, and then turn around. Let's see.
his death
Let's see right
was
here.
ruled a homicide by the coroner's office.
They did rule it a homicide because because you seen the officer with the gun.
Yes,
You
I
seen the
know.
officer do that.
He was
But
shot in the chest.
every video. Here's the thing though. Every video that I seen, they did not. They did not even play the fire. They could have froze the video, and they could have played the boom whenever it fired. You didn't even hear that. So I'm wondering if this is just set up.
We need all the information.
Well, we
actually.
need all the information before we can make that assessment, though.
See, the bad thing
So-
is you only get bits and pieces of it.
They only get bits and pieces until the full story comes out during court,
Yeah, and
and
also
that's basically what happened to Chauvin. You know, whenever everything finally come out, it was already in the process of court and
but
rest
see,
and all that
and this
stuff
is
too.
the bad thing is that there's already been a riot up there in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, because of this, and not all the information has come out.
But we need to see all of that information and stuff. We're running a little low on light here. I know you got a little caught up with the gnome and stuff, but this right here, you know, if you're going to break the law, be prepared to do the time.
There's consequences for breaking.
There's consequences for everything. Can't blame all. You can't blame all.
You break the law, you better be prepared to take and face the consequences, no matter what your skin color is. If you're white, you're going to have consequences. If you're black, you're going to have consequences. And just to say there's no consequences for one color or another, there's consequences for everyone.
You know, that kind of has a song playing. I can hear the song. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we? All right, ladies and gentlemen. We'll hopefully you're saying have something on this deal here, because this is ridiculous. We need to be getting along. We need to unite, not divide.
Yes.
All right. So, what is it?
Well,
Are you about to say something else and even more? Got nothing else right now?
nothing else right now.
Okay. Well, shut up.
You
Keep your mouth shut.
up.
Keep your mouth shut. All right. Spouse abuse.
Spousal
It's a
abuse by
joke.
foot.
It's a joke. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to throw a little laughter in there after all of that right there, because I know we're probably boring you and whatnot, but come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing together. Jeez Louise.
All right.
So yeah, we'll holler at y'all on the next video and whatnot. If this one was somewhat of a
This is a learning curve for me.
they don't need to know that. I mean, I'm pretty sure they already figured out that that's a little interview or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
I think the recorder's about to go kaput.
Yeah.
So.
Well, y'all have a good evening or a good day. And I'll talk
Morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever in the world y'all are.
Huh?
We'll catch y'all later.